This is Fantasy Canyon, and today, with any luck, we're going to be shooting the solar eclipse, and it's August 21st, 2017. This place is amazing. I should have brought the image stabilizer, but I completely forgot. I was just too excited. Anyway, my goal today is not to shoot the actual solar eclipse. I have a camera set up for that, but my actual goal is to shoot a landscape with the solar eclipse in it here at Fantasy Canyon. I think we're going to have about 95% totality, so not perfect, but it should be good. But it's a fantasy in Fantasy Canyon, so hopefully this works. Alright, so we're out here at Fantasy Canyon, and we're getting ready to shoot the 2017 solar eclipse, and we should get 95% coverage here, and right now we're halfway there. So I'm doing something a little different, but I'll get to that in a minute. Right now I want to take you over to here. So this is my lens setup. So I've got a 500mm 5-star lens. This is literally a $50 lens new. I mean, they're dirt cheap. But it's on the OMD EM1 Mark II, so that gives us 1000mm. And then I have got, for my filter stack, one polarizer, 2 neutral density filters, and then a hot mirror, an IR cut filter out of a medium format scan camera. So definitely covered on all bases. And right now, if we take a picture, let's see what we got here. Oh. We're starting to get crazy looking halos. But that's literally our coverage right now. So we're probably 30% left. A little bit more than halfway. I'm not so much concerned with the actual eclipse, but if you look at our shadows, we're starting to get very strange. And we're starting to get little half moons over everything for the actual eclipse. Now, Fantasy Canyon is a very small area in northern Utah with lots of jagged shapes. So what I'm doing is I have the strobe set up, and then on top of that, I'm shooting this rock formation with the Sony A7r, and I've got a Godox AD200 on a light stand behind me, and we're using a Rokinon 20mm f1.8 step down to f11. So it's time for me to get busy. Now, I knew our destination was a couple 100 miles south of the line of totality, but the weirdest thing happened watching this. You know, I knew we weren't going to get a halo, but as the moon got tighter and tighter to its kind of maximum coverage area, which was right about here, it started to move out the other direction and started to go back the same way that it came, except just a little farther south, which was very unusual. I thought that was just kind of weird. It just hooked in and left, almost like it was bouncing off a wall. Check out these shadows. Things are getting really weird. While everybody was out shooting totality, my goal was to actually get shots of Fantasy Canyon that no one else could get, because we were the only people out there. And it made for me personally a much better experience. I mean, the images I thought just turned out great, and they have crazy lens flares in them. You can see in this one, the little half moon will show you exactly, you know, where the eclipse was at when I shot it. So yeah, no, I thought it was well worth the trip, even though it wasn't totality. Fantasy Canyon is actually located about 20 miles south of Vernal, and Vernal is located in the northeast corner of Utah. And really kind of an amazing area. It's made of sandstone and siltstone and all kinds of different little micro minerals. the sand here is extremely sparkly. That's the only way I could put it. And this area is just kind of a place of interest brought to you by the BLM, Bureau of Land Management. It's not actually an actual park or anything like that, but it's definitely worth checking out. The area around here actually almost looks like the South Dakota Badlands, except there's natural gas wells everywhere. We're talking like every 400 yards, and it's just very surreal, but definitely one of the coolest places I've ever been, and I will totally go back when I get a chance. I mean, this place is just insane, but it's very small, only 10 acres. The eclipse was over by like 1:30, so after that I wandered around and took a couple more shots. Then I went into black and white mode and got busy with that. But what do you do in the middle of the day with all this? Well, you switch to infrared, because that's the only way to do it. So I finished off my day shooting some infrared photography, and let me tell you, this place is just insane. Oh my god, it's like a big candy store for photographers. So if you ever get a chance, you need to visit this place. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel for more information like this, and we'll see ya.